In today's video, there's no sponsor, there's nothing like that. I actually want to talk to you guys about something that's a little serious. I want to talk to you about an issue in CS2 as well as CSGO that is a little bit worse than VAC not really working. In this recent few months, we've seen an uprise of cooldowns for players in the competitive and premier scene, ranging from a few days to weeks. It's actually a feature that's been in the game since release, and it's been taken a little bit more seriously since the release of Overwatch in 2013. Some people might be thinking that this is some sort of VAC related ban system, but what we're actually here to talk about today is grief bans. They don't necessarily just ruin a cheater's experience or a griefer's experience. More than anything, they're actually ruining the matches of legit players as well. The system isn't new. It's been around as an automated system since July 2021, but it's for sure had some sort of change that's taken effect behind closed doors since Overwatch was removed. As of March 22nd of 2023, there was an update to CSGO that didn't mention anything about Overwatch being removed in the patch notes, but it was still found that there was no Overwatch through the community finding that there was just simply no more cases to do anymore. Since March 22nd, we've also come to realize that the bigger issue around Overwatch being gone isn't necessarily the cheaters being more common, but the grief bans that have spun across literally loads of cheaters and more alarmingly legit players as well.
Oh, helvete! I make a fucking man! Fucking piece of shit!
Through short tests, we've actually come to realize that being reported for griefing 10 times will cause a pop-up warning letting you know that you've been reported. If you get reported by 2 or more players the following game, you can actually expect a griefing cooldown to follow literally right after that match is over. Something about grief reports that we've also taken note of is that they stack for a period of 22 to 24 hours. The one way to take note of this is that you can basically play 2 games a day before taking a 22 to 24 hour break in between them to stop the cooldown from happening, but you cannot, as far as we've seen, stop the gradually longer cooldowns from stacking, even though Valve has stated that a week of clean play will reduce an account's cooldown level by 1, and an account whose cooldown level has been reduced to a level 2 through clean play would also receive a level 3, aka a 24-hour cooldown on their next infraction. The worst part about this is a legit player has unlimited reports. A cheater has unlimited reports. Any player in a match has unlimited reports, which basically means effectively, if you are 5 stacking, you can almost easily get an entire enemy team banned if you go against them more than once in a single night. Now, this is something that's more common on NA servers as there's not as many NA players as EU, so finding and matching against the same enemy is really common. Now, this video is more about the grief bans, but that still applies for auto-muting teammates and getting people permanently muted in CSGO matchmaking. The exact same automated system that seems to have been overpowered since Overwatch was removed goes above and beyond to also mute players even with 0 evidence. It's not like you report these things and Valve goes over voice chat or any kind of text chat. It's as long as you get them stacked, it's more than enough proof for them and enough evidence to just automatically mute your account. Now, we all know that grief reports gradually gain and stack, and what we mean by this is the first grief ban will give you a 1-day cooldown and then a 14-day. Now, if you go beyond 14-day and get banned again, I do believe it is just another 14-day ban, but already right there, you can come back after a 14-day ban and get reported once again and all of a sudden be banned for another 14 days, basically making your account unusable in this current state of the game. I'm not sure what happened the day Overwatch was removed in March of this year, but I can tell you one thing. It really messed up the experience for legit players and cheaters as a whole. And in my opinion, this is something that the community should honestly step out for. And honestly, you know, the more that this is abused, the faster it will get better, in my opinion. So obviously, to the boys out there that are cheaters, I do apologize. You guys are probably going to catch some bans. Try to hide it as best as possible.
Wait, what the fuck? Clara.
But the fact is, every single person you play against in a lobby has the ability to unlimitedly spam you and the enemy every single match of the night. And all it takes is for one other asshole in the game to do the exact same, and in the span of 2 matches, you can be completely banned. And ultimately, the griefing system in this game is super broken. And honestly, at this point, I would much rather not have VACnet and actually have an Overwatch system, or at least have both. Because an Overwatch system, you get reported for griefing. At least when I did Overwatch, I didn't really care. If they were griefing, half the time I wouldn't say anything, or I would just be like, all right, report them for griefing. But it was never as serious as an automated system like this. And honestly, it just looks super lazy, or no one's really noticed it. Hopefully this brings some light and attention to this issue, because it's not just me or cheaters, it's legit players being honestly just stomped on like ants as well. My name's Tabz. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit it with a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, bros. Peace.